friends, Joy over here. Thanks for watching this video, joining me on your mats, taking time, to cultivate self-care and clear space, right? That's why we do yoga. Or we do yoga for many different reasons, but what I meant to say is that whatever brought you to your mat, I just hope you really enjoy your time, your me time. Today's class, we're gonna focus on balancing, right? So I know with crazy schedules, family, kids, work, sometimes our heads are we live too much up here, so all over the place. And with that being said, I find balancing poses very helpful to bring me back to the present moment, to stay focused and really just appreciate what's right in front of me. I know it can be challenging, but it can also be very fun. So I hope you enjoy your time, and let's do this. So let's start right away in tabletop. So coming to all fours, right? You can either relax your toes or tuck your toes under. Moving here through cat and cow. Creating that connection to the breath right away. So as you inhale, arch your spine, exhale, round, tuck your chin. And feel free to start to move a little bit more organic here, right? So think about following the breath and actually listening to your body. What is it that your body's telling you? I like to exhale and press back into child's pose. Find a nice stretch, shoulders popping. Last one. Let's all meet in child's pose here. So sit on your heels, right? And your knees can be as wide as your sticky mat, or you can bring your knees to touch and get a nice stretch in that low back. Now taking a moment to check in with yourself, run a quick scan through the body, the mind. And let's take the hands to the right. So stretch your arms. You can always take your left hand on top of your right hand. Breathe into the left side here. Feel that stretch. Try to relax both shoulders equally. And then come back to center. Take a big breath in. Exhale, walk your hands to the left. And come back to your center. Take an inhale, shift into that tabletop, and then curl the toes under and find your downward dog. Take a moment here to paddle the feet. And then find stillness whenever you feel ready. So fan your fingers wide. Lengthen through the spine. You can bend your knees generously. And remember, this pose or child's pose is always available to you, friends. Anytime that you need to pause, you need to reset, whether you're feeling physically tired or perhaps a little bit overwhelmed, or if you start to lose connection to your breath. Start to walk your feet towards your hands. You can take your time here. No need to rush. Inhale, halfway lift, press your hands on your shins. See if you can keep the hips over the ankles. Exhale, fold. Again, breathe in. And breathe out. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale, release. Last one. Grab your elbows with opposite hands. You can sway a little bit from side to side if that feels good. And then take your hands to your hips, pull the belly in with the flat back. Start to come all the way up. Nice. Inhale, sweep the arms. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Again, breathe in. And breathe out. All right, I want y'all to take your right leg behind the left. So your feet are roughly, side to side here. Keep your hip points facing forward. Take your hands to your hips. Spread your toes. Inhale. Exhale, slowly hinge at the hips. Take your hands to the floor or a block, or grab your elbows with opposite hands. Feeling a little extra tight today, so just taking it easy here, waiting, right? Starting to move now. Give time to the body to warm up, but at the same time, not resisting the stretch. Breathing through sensations here, just noticing. Last one. Hands to hips, tone the belly. Inhale, slowly come all the way up with the flat back. We're gonna go right to the other side. So taking left leg behind, or whatever side you didn't do, right? Spread your toes, take an inhale, and then exhale, slowly fold. For some of you, this may be pretty uncomfortable. So again, trying to keep that breath going here. Releasing any tension from shoulders, jaw, neck, toes. You may even notice that one side feels a little bit more open, right? Notice where you're feeling the most sensation now, whether it's in your leg or your low back. And then take your hands to your hips, press firmly through the feet. Inhale, flat back, come all the way up. Very nice. Shake it out if you need. Gonna add a little bit into the shoulders now. So coming to the top of your mat if you're not there yet. Take an inhale. Exhale, lace the fingers. Take a breath in, puff your chest. Exhale, fold. I like to bend my knees here so I can relax into the back of my legs and release some of the tension in the low back. Keep breathing, let your head hang. One more time. Breathe in deeply. Open mouth, exhale. Again, inhale. Exhale. Release your hands to the floor. You can always, you're welcome to bring a block under the face. Take your left hand, bend your left knee, raise your right arm. So option 2, right, it's also to keep just the fingertips on the ground. One more breath. See if you can lengthen through the right leg, brighten the fingers, and then switch sides. Take 3 breaths here. One more time. And release. Breathe in. Halfway lift. As you breathe out, take your left foot behind you. Now, friends, you can always bring your knee to the floor. Remember, we can always modify here. This is on an all levels class. Raise your right arm. Press through the right foot, keeping your knees stacked over your ankles. So that long line here from the crown of the head all the way to the back heel. So if your knee is not on the floor, right, make sure you lift the back knee. I'm gonna be using props today. I'm feeling a little tight and super sore from a workout I did yesterday. Slowly frame your foot. Step back to your plank. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more times here, just holding your plank. You can always bring your knees to the floor. Last one, breathe in. Breathe out. We're gonna lower down. So remember, your knees can come down first. Otherwise, roll towards your tippy toes here. Hug your elbows in. Lower down. Loop the shoulders back and down. Inhale for Cobra, Bhujangasana. Exhale, release. We meet in Downward Dog. Breathe your left leg high. Exhale, step your left foot forward. We're gonna raise right arm up. Keep squaring the hips, right? Make sure the left hip is not going out to the side. Plug your left hip back. Wake up the back leg. Framing our front foot, we're gonna step back to plank. Inhale. Exhale. A little bit of an inchworm here, so just move back and forth here. Just a couple of inches. Continue to anchor down through the hands. Remember, you can always come down to your knees as well. For 3, 2, 1, lower down. You can bring your hands in front of you like a funnel. It's a little seal variation here. One more breath, wake up those legs. And release. Downward Dog. Bend your knees, look forward, step or jump. Big breath in. Slow breath out. Inhale to rise. Lift your heels this time, so we're balancing on our toes here. Relax the shoulders. We're gonna twist to the right. So you extend your arms. You don't have a lot of room here. Inhale. And then exhale. Twisting to the left. So you can actually cactus your arms or extend both arms. Big breath in. Find a little chair pose variation here. So for this one, friends, make sure your shoulders stay over the hips, right? And that tailbone is nice and long. So we're balancing here. The more you sit, the higher your heels are gonna lift. And slowly release, plant your heels. Take a breath in and a breath out. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Breathe in, lengthen. Breathe out your left foot back once again. Let's take that side, that twisted lunge here. Lay back, gaze up, as long as that doesn't bother your neck. You're gonna frame that front foot. Now we're gonna straighten both legs. No need to move your feet to that back foot here, but if you want, you can. So this is a little pyramid pose variation. So pyramid, normally we hop that foot forward a little bit. So feel the nice stretch into the back of that right leg and also that left calf as well. You can always flex, lift those front toes here. The ball of your foot, breathe. Lengthen through the spine. One more. Rebend your right knee. Plank pose. Inhale at the top of your push-up. Exhale to float. Inhale, take a back bend of your choice. Exhale to release. We meet in downward dog. And then raise your left leg towards the ceiling. Step your left foot forward. Open twist. One more. Framing your front foot, we're going to straighten that front leg. Plugging your left hip back, right hip forward. Maybe even flexing the toes. See if you can find stillness, and again, notice the breath. Relax in those areas in your body that you feel a little bit tight. One more breath here. You're gonna rebend your left knee and you're gonna step your right foot to meet your left. Take an inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Again, big breath in, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale to rise. Lift your heels. So we're gonna take that twist once again. Open twist to the right, but make sure the hips are facing forward still. Inhale, reach. My balance is off today. And then exhale to the left. Inhale, reach. Hands to the heart center, chair pose variation. Draw the navel towards the spine. Lengthen your tailbone. See if you can continue to breathe and relax at the same time as you balance, as your quads burn a little bit. And slowly fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step your left foot back. All right, now from here, we're gonna actually hover the fingertips off the floor. So plug your shoulders, tap into the power of the legs. Keep that long line again from the heel front to the crown of the head. And then inhale, rise, high lunge. We're gonna open twist to the right. So we were twisting before, right? Just a different variation here. One more breath here. Keep your front knee over your ankle, belly in. You can always bend that back knee a little bit if you notice that you're crunching your low back. Inhale back to center. Lift your gaze. Exhale. Cactus your arms. Big breath in. Exhale. One more time. You're gonna frame your front foot. We're gonna extend that front leg, and this time we're gonna bend that back knee for pounce pose. So that back shin, friends, is see how it's parallel to the floor. Flex those front toes. You can even do a little pulse here. You're gonna feel that left quad burn, maybe shake a little. And then we're gonna shift forward into a standing splits. Let your torso drape over the leg here. Try to press through the heel or through the toes, like Barbie toes. Now, lots of energy through the right foot. That standing leg here, you want to lift, right? Press the foot, engage the leg. One more breath. Step all the way back. Find your high plank. Inhale. Now hold it here. Just little hip dips here. Doesn't have to be huge. How's your breath? 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Take a back bend that serves you. Maybe spend an extra breath. We meet in downward dog. Two more breaths. You're gonna step your left foot forward. Pause here, sit up again. Strong foundation. Knee over ankle, wake up that back leg. Draw your navel towards the ceiling. Now hover the fingertips, right? Again, tapping into the power of the legs, the breath. And then slowly rise for your high lunge. Keep your hip points facing forward. See if you can contain your ribs here. Notice if they're just like splaying out to the side and everything is just, relaxed. We want to do the opposite here. We want to keep this core nice and tight. Inhale, exhale, open twist. Reaching in opposite direction with the fingertips. And come back to center. Exhale 4 times. Inhale, reach, lift your gaze, exhale. Stay nice and solid here through the legs, feet. Just moving the arms. You're gonna frame your front foot, extend your left leg as you bend your right knee. Slide your shoulders down away from your ears. Breathe. One more time. You're gonna find that standing splits, friends. So again, whether you choose to flex your foot or reach those Barbie toes, reach through the ball of the foot. Standing legs strong, shoulders relaxed, neck is relaxed, your jaw is relaxed. One more breath. Step your right foot to meet your left. Big breath in. Slow breath out. Again, inhale and exhale. Final one, breathe in and breathe out. Inhale, reach. Hands to the heart center. All right, we're gonna break it up a little bit here. Just not gonna pause, but we're gonna do another balancing pose, just so we can focus a little bit more instead of linking poses. So we're gonna go into Garudasana. So take an inhale, sweep your arms. Exhale, right elbow under left. So for those of you that your palms don't touch here, that's totally fine. Just bring the back of your hands. Now bring your feet to touch. Sit nice and low here, yogis. Actually, I'm gonna do this sideways so you can see what I'm doing with my shoulders. So I'm gonna do sideways here. Sit nice and low. So if you have your left elbow under, you're gonna lift first your left leg, okay? So lift your heel off the ground. Draw your knee towards your chest and then wrap it around. So twist your legs like ropes. Your big toe can rest on the floor or a block, or you can hook your toe behind your leg. Then sit an inch lower. Lift your elbows about shoulder height, hands away from the face. Now press your knees to the left a little bit more. Make sure your shoulders are still roughly over the hips here. And that you're not holding your breath or losing connection to the breath. 2 more times, sit a little bit deeper. And release, shake it out. Whew. Definitely feel the heat on this one. All right, we're gonna go right into the other side. So whatever side you didn't do, inhale, reach. Exhale, I'm doing my right elbow under this time. So sitting nice and low. First, just lift your heel. So you're transferring the weight towards that left foot, right? Draw your knee in, wrap it around. So remember, think about squaring the hips a little bit more here. Now shoulders over hips like you have a wall behind you. You sit low, right? Sit nice and low here, and then commit to the pose. Try to relax the tops of my shoulders here, my hip flexors, but I'm squeezing the legs together, hugging everything towards the midline. Last one, sit a little deeper and release. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Let's move the energy. Take a big breath in. Exhale, plant your hands, step or jump. Move like you. Downward dog. Braid your right leg high. Step your right foot forward. You're gonna inhale, rise, high lunge right away. Breathe in, breathe out, open twist. Flip your left palm, reach up and back. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, cactus, your arms, bend your back knee. Inhale, reach. Exhale, squeeze those shoulder blades. Remember, you can always just move your arms, especially if you choose to keep your knee on the floor. Inhale, reach. Exhale, frame your right foot. We're gonna do that pounce pose, but we're gonna move here. So back and forth, so get a little deeper into the lunge, press back. Do this 2 more times. On your last one, we're gonna find that standing splits.
Now you're gonna round the spine, take your knee to your nose, and reach. 2 more. Take the knee to your forehead. And we're gonna curtsy, friends. So cross the left leg behind, raise your right arm. Inhale, rise. Mountain pose. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Big breath in. Big breath out. Step or jump. You can flow or skip. You can just hold plank. We meet in downward dog. Raise your left leg, step your left foot forward. Inhale, rise. Take your time. High lunge. Exhale. Open twist. Flip your right palm, reach up and back. Inhale brings you back to center. Exhale to cactus and bend the back knee. Inhale, reach. Exhale, squeeze. Last one. Inhale. Exhale, frame your front foot, bounce pose, reach back. Inhale back into that lunge. 2 more. Find your rhythm. Standing splits. Add a little core here, knee to nose or forehead. Inhale, reach. Last one. Curtsy. Raise your left arm. And inhale, rise. Mountain pose. Exhale, hands to the heart center. All right, good work here, friends. I hope you were able to, break a little sweat and, challenge yourself in a good way and just really focus on being present, right? So now we're gonna do our final standing balancing pose. And I wanna do a little bit more of a back bend here, heart opener. So we're gonna work with dancer's pose. So if you've noticed already during class that your balance is mad today, take your hand to the wall or a chair so you don't have to get frustrated, right? Especially if you tend to get frustrated when you're not balancing. I just laugh at myself. So first we're gonna balance on the right side. So you're gonna be bending your left knee, turn your left palm out. Now, as you try to catch your foot, make sure you're not turning your hand the other way around. We want that bicep to face out, okay? Now, you can either kick or just lift your foot, grab the inner edge. See how my thumb is pointing back. Some of you may need a towel or a strap, and that's totally fine. Draw your knee back towards the midline. Now, both hip points facing forward. Raise your arm here, and then kick. Keep breathing, engaging where is necessary, and soften where you can. So I'm reaching in opposite direction here. Two more. And release. Good work. Breathe in and breathe out. Close your eyes for a moment to notice your breath, your balance. And let's go right into the other side. So now shifting the weight into your left foot, right? I like to just first lift my heel, turn my palm out, either kick or just raise my leg, square off the hips, draw the knee in, raise your arms. So you still actually have a soft bend on the knee on that standing leg, right? You want to keep that leg nice and strong. Big breath in. Exhale, kick your foot into your hand. Keep breathing. 2 more breaths here. And slowly release. Thank yourself for your efforts, right? For showing up today on your mat. That's a huge victory already, right? Sometimes the hardest part really is to commit to make the time to do the things that we enjoy. And trust me, you deserve it. All right, let's do a little seated stretch here as we cool down. So extend your right leg out to the side, square off those shoulders, sit tall. If that knee that you're bending right now is not touching the floor, maybe roll a little towel or pillow, whatever you have, and you can rest your knee. Breathe in and breathe out, fold. Just a couple more breaths here. And then release. If you feel ready, switching sides, extend your left leg, bend your right knee. Sit tall, breathe in, and breathe out, fold. Think of less rounding here, friends, and more of that lengthening, creating space, right? Take another mindful, slow, full breath here. Soften as you exhale. And then slowly walk the hands back. Just cross your legs here. You feel free to elevate the hips a little bit using a block. We're gonna inhale, sweep the arms. Exhale, take your left hand to the floor. Reach your right arm up and over. So notice how I'm turning my pinky finger to face the floor and soften the shoulders. Another way to do this is maybe come down to your forearms, whether your forearms are resting on the block or the floor. And notice if this right sit bone is trying to lift, right? Stay grounded here. Enjoy the nice stretch into the side body. And now just take that right hand to the floor and then walk all the way to the other side. Be mindful so you're not sinking into the shoulders, so anchor down through your forearm or your hand.
Chest open. And then take your hand, you're gonna walk the hands in front of you and you're gonna fold here. Breathe, again noticing if the sits bones are trying to lift. Two more breaths. And then slowly walk your hands back. We're going to take a seated twist here before we find our final relaxation. So inhale, circle the arms. Exhale, take your left hand to your right knee, twisting to your right. And come back to center, lengthen, and switch. Two more. Slowly release, inhale. Palms touch, hands to the heart center. Feel free to come down to your backs now. You can even do another twist. You can do a little happy baby or a bridge pose. If you're ready to go into your final relaxation, take your legs as wide as your sticky mat. Relax your arms by the sides of your body. I highly encourage you to spend 2 to 3 minutes in your Shavasana and really take advantage of this really restorative, relaxing pose. Thank you so much once again for joining me. May you have peace, may you be happy, may you be free. From my heart to yours, namaste.